हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू iQuanta's क्लासरूम। तो आज की क्लास मैं एक छोटी सी कहानी से स्टार्ट करना चाहूँगी। सो कहानी ये है कि यहाँ दो भाई हैं। नाउ दीज टू ब्रदर्स आर सपोज टू रीच अ सर्टेन प्लेस। देयर फादर सेंट देम। नाउ these two boys, younger and the elder one, these two boys are now discussing that which route shall we take. So the younger brother says that let's take the shortcut, and the elder brother tries to make him understand कि नहीं भाई, लंबे रास्ते से चलते हैं, छोटा वाला जो रास्ता है देख, बोर्ड लगा है, डेंजर है। कुछ डेंजर नहीं होता भाई, चलो। So younger brother starts walking on the shortcut वाला route, but the elder brother tries to stop him. But the younger brothers have this habit of not listening to you in the first place. They will fall first and then they'll listen to you, right? So this brother also did the same thing. Now elder brother tells him that no matter what, I am going to take the longer route, which is safe. So he went on to that route, and the younger brother tells him that, see, I'll reach first, and he takes the route. Now the younger brother, let's name them A and B. So B is the younger one. So B faces a lot of problem. He faces lots and lots of problems, many obstacles and everything. So when he reaches the end, वो देखता है कि अब आगे कोई रास्ता नहीं है। वहाँ लिखा है कि अब आगे कोई रास्ता नहीं है, आप वापस जाके दूसरे रास्ते से जाएं। इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स फेस करने के बाद he had to go back, whereas the elder brother took the right way. It was long, no doubts about that. It was longer than the other route, but he took that and he reached the destination safely. He did not face any problems. He did not had to worry about anything, whereas the younger brother faced the baddest of things. Now the moral of the story is, the elder brother reached safely, gained good experience, was happy, reached on time, and was safe, right? So moral is, for us, the moral is that take long routes no matter what, if you know that the longer route is safe. And if you do not know about the short route, don't take it. And if there's any ambiguity, or if there's any hint that there's danger involved in any shortcut or whatsoever, and know that I am not talking about roads, I am talking about your road map towards preparation, right? So we get this moral that no matter what, take long routes, do not follow shortcuts if it's about your preparation, and then finally you will gain more experience. You will watch these scenic views, you will reach safe, the most important, right? So, and you know that I'm not talking about road, I am talking about your preparation. So don't try to take shortcuts, don't look for shortcuts. One of the students told me that, ma'am, I do not read the entire RC, I just skip it. I just see it ऐसे शुरुआत में and the end and थोड़ा बहुत बीच में, and then I move to the questions, and half of the times I get them wrong. So it is so obvious, isn't that right? Confidence and overconfidence, there's a thin line between both of them, right? He tells me that, ma'am, I read the starting, the end, in the middle, and I know what is the story. And half of the times when I get the questions wrong, I read the entire RC, and what I thought in my mind, it's exactly that. Now you need to understand that following all these steps, shortcuts, which are actually leading you to wrong things, and you know it, तो मत करो उसको, right? If you are so intelligent that you understand it, just by reading the start and the end, then it is so obvious that you can give some extra minutes and read the entire thing, right? Similarly, vocab, do not skip it. The whole point is do not skip it, okay? I know you guys are not, you are taking it seriously. Some of the students messaged me on the WhatsApp community that they have already made the vocab diary, and it was lovely to see that. Okay, alright, let's begin. Now, as you know, we start the class with some words that appeared in the previous exam. So let's look at those words, right? Okay, so word number 1, just 1 second, let me select the pen. Alright, chalo. Word number 1 is nostrum. It is nostrum. Nostrum means, keeping unrealistic or following unrealistic solutions to the problems. Basically, nostrum is supposed to be a solution or a cure which is like ineffective, right? It's basically so absurd. It is basically some solution that is not tested only, and you take it into consideration, right? So that's nostrum. Now, nostrum is a noun. Let's make a sentence. So, some coaching institutes promise one magic shortcut to the students for scoring 99 plus percentile, and this is nothing more than a marketing nostrum. So yes, marketing के साथ भी nostrum को use किया जाता है. Well, iQuanta is not like that. We'll not tell you shortcuts. We'll take you the long way and the safe way. Alright, next word is, let's take ludicrous. Now this word is similar to ridiculous. So you are supposed to find out the meaning and write the sentence for your own self. You can write this word also. Now there's this word called quixotic. Quixotic, okay? This is different than exotic. Okay? Exotic is like foreign, okay? Something different. That's exotic. Exotic fruits, जैसे कि मतलब बाहर से आए हुए fruits, ठीक है? Now quixotic is basically something unrealistic, impractical, excessively idealistic, ठीक है? Especially to gain some noble goals for a particular thing, when you basically are very unrealistic about something, right? Too unrealistic, not very, I'm so sorry. So let me tell you one thing, that there are two words called very and too, or very or too. Now think, what is the meaning of very and too? How do we use them? Very beautiful, too hot, very nice, too pretty, too sweet, like that, right? And very or too are like the measurement of something, right? Measurement of let's say temperature, measurement of beauty, measurement of kindness, right? So like that. But there's a difference. Now very is a positive word, okay, and too is a negative word, okay? So too is used negatively. For example, too hot, you shouldn't use very hot, because it's like very beautiful, very खूबसूरत, right? So very is used positively. Too is used negatively, जैसे कि too hot to handle, right? तो हम क्यों नहीं कहते very hot to handle? No, right? Too hot to handle is actually a negative sentence, okay? Alright, so we were talking about quixotic. So quixotic is unrealistic, impractical, like that. Now let's take the sentence. Quixotic is an adjective. It's an adjective. Nostrum is a noun. Ridiculous, ludicrous is also an adjective. ठीक है? Now quixotic. So let's take an example. His dream of mastering VARC in 10 days was as ludicrous as following the windmill, okay, or chasing the windmill. So now about this word quixotic, there's a story behind it. Now quixotic did not come from nobody created it or something like that, but quixotic came from a novel of Don Quixote, Don Quixote. Actually it's Spanish, the name is Spanish, ठीक है, तो इसलिए it is pronounced as Quixote. So Don Quixote, this is a novel. Now this novel, if we talk about the genre, it was written by Miguel de Cervantes, Spanish writer, and this book is actually considered one of the greatest work of literature world. So it's amazing, you must read it. और अगर passage में एक word आ रहा है जो कि एक book से आया है, now you know the importance, right? So so basically this man Quixote is too unrealistic and he reads a lot of romance novels. अब उन novels को पढ़ के this guy has become, you know, he has become very unrealistic. So this book has a genre about it's satire basically. Satire is, it's humorous, it has irony, plus it is like it has chivalric romance. ठीक है, so this person does. Okay, so you guys read it. It's lovely. So I'll just give you one hint that it is about, you know, this this entire thing between idealistic and realistic, right? कि ideal कुछ है and उसकी reality क्या है. This person actually gets into it. Now he becomes so unrealistic about things that it starts, you know, he actually starts perceiving things in a different way, different and wrong way, where he actually, you know, distorts the perceptions and everything. So that becomes very, you know, what would we call that? Actually it was a misadventure for him. Anyway, you read it, it's very nice, lovely novel. You'll love it, ठीक है? So अब Quixote was unrealistic. इस word से आया quixotic. English, it came to English and became quixotic, ठीक है? क्योंकि ये Quixote क्या है? He's like very unrealistic, too like extremely idealistic, so like that, ठीक है? Now next word would be ludicrous. We've done factotum. Factotum is a noun. Now factotum is a person who does all the work, basically a jack of all trades. That's factotum. Now make the sentences, write them in your book, and yes, you might see them in your exam. Now let's begin without wasting any time, क्योंकि हमारे videos बहुत लंबे हो जाते हैं, which is not a problem again. Actually I realized one of my students messaged me and told me that he actually wants, you know, more want to learn vocab and want to increase his vocab. So I think this is one good way where you just sit back, relax with a notebook and pen and just keep writing. Okay, chalo, let's start. Now captivate, emancipate, recipient and precept. Now you see R and E words, so they are here because C root words कर रहे हैं हम, ठीक है. अब now all of these words have a same root word which is cap, sip, capped and sept. Now all of these words, all of these root words mean to take, to seize, to capture or to revive. ठीक है, all of these words. Receive, revive, receive like that. ठीक है, तो क्या, to take, to seize, capture, receive. ठीक है. I'm sure you guys are used to of my handwriting. Now the first word is captivate. Now let's see. Captivate, which means to attract and hold someone's attention completely. Now you must have heard this word capture. Now captivate and capture, they have the same, they're related words, right? They both actually mean to hold someone, or for example, when you capture a picture, you hold that person in that picture, whatever जो भी आप picture click कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. So sentence, the magician performance captivated the entire audience. Other forms can be captivating, captivation, captivated. The story was captivating. Her captivation with nature was obvious when it's a noun. ठीक है. Captivated, past participle of or adjective. Synonyms can be fascinate, enchant, charm, mesmerize. See, अगर आप synonyms लिखते रहोगे ना तो आधे टाइम तो आपको मीनिंग ऐसे ही याद हो जाएगा, ठीक है. Alright, antonym, bore, repel, disgust, alienate or alienate, ठीक है. And it's a verb, to remember it. Here, emancipate. Emancipate is to set someone free, especially from legal, social or political restrictions. Now let's break it. Emancipate, emancipate. So emancipate is out, plus man, which is a person, and plus sipate, right? Sip, which is to take. So that means, to take the person, right, out of something. So set someone free, to take the person out of something. Now, just like if you remember this word called eject, just like eject means throw out, and erupt means to break out. वैसे ही, if you talk about emancipate, it is to take someone out of captivity. Captivity अभी हमने जो पीछे वर्ड पढ़ा है, just like, ठीक है. So किसी को कैप्चर किया हुआ है, let's say किसी को, so आप legal, social, political restriction किसी से भी, you are taking them out. Now for example, the reforms were intended to emancipate women from tradition roles. Emancipation, emancipator, synonyms can be liberate, free, release, unshackle. Antonyms can be enslave. Enslave, bind, confine, imprison. Okay? So basically, to take a person out from someone's hands, right? Freeing them from, let's say, control, restraint, like that. Now, recipient. Recipient is a noun again. A person who receives something, right? Now, let's say an award, anything. It can be anything. An award, an email, let's say, okay, or organ transplant also. That's also one thing, or even a tight slap. Yeah. So re is back, that we know, right? Re is back, like return. like return. ठीक है, sip is take, so one who takes back, like that. ठीक है. Now she was the recipient of a prestigious award for her research. Other forms can be receive, reception, receptive. Synonyms can be receiver, beneficiary, awardee, acceptor. See, everything is there, right? Apart from a few things, for example, like the root words, some extra information about the word or anything. You might think of taking screenshots, but I always tell my students that screenshots always remain in that gallery. They do not, yeah, right, they're like useless. You do not use them anyhow. So I tell my students that even if you take screenshots between my class, you must, right after the class, write them down, because making your own notes will always help you. You can always, go to that book that is yours. It is your property. Even if you do not have any property right now, that's your asset, right? You can always go to that book, open it, read the words and everything. I've told you before also. I just remember that I gave the statement कि आप उसको actually में रियासत में दे सकते हो अपने भाई बहनों को या किसी को भी, right? Okay, so antonyms can be giver, donor, benefactor. Benefactor, do you guys remember benefactor? In the last class we did this word, benefactor, in the last class. Do you remember? If you do not, then okay, I'll give you a hint. Bene is used for good, right? Nice. So I hope you remember now. Now next word is precept. Precept, pehle let's break it down. So pre is basically before, okay? Sorry, it's E, okay? It's before. Pre is before. Apt, again अपने को पता ही है, take. So for example, so it's basically a rule taken beforehand. So a rule or principle that guides action, behavior or thought. So जैसे कि example में हम देख लेते हैं, it's a noun, adjective rare form में use होता है perceptive. Perceptual is an adjective, again philosophical context में. One of the basic precepts of democracy is freedom of speech. So one of the basic rule, the basic principle, by the people, for the people, of the people है ना democracy, right? So synonyms can be principle, rule, doctrine, guideline. Antonyms can be disregard, lawless, exception, right? वो contextual basis में. I hope you understand the term contextual, right? I hope you do that. If not, then you must, right? Conceptual difference or contextual conceptual नहीं, contextual difference होता है words में, ठीक है? मतलब for example, let me give you one example. जैसे कि एक word है argument, ठीक है? और एक word है altercation. अब इन दोनों वर्ड्स का मतलब, अगर आर्ग्यूमेंट तो आई एम श्योर यू नो, ऑल्टरकेशन जो वर्ड है इसका मतलब देखो इफ यू डोंट नो, ठीक है? सो बेसिकली जस्ट सी इट, ठीक है? सो आर्ग्यूमेंट आपको पता ही है, ऑल्टरकेशन भी उससे रिलेटेड है, बट आप उसमें डिफरेंस देखो, देयर इज अ कॉन्टेक्चुअल डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑल्टरकेशन एंड आर्ग्यूमेंट. देखो, समझो, राइट इट इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो I will tell you the difference and everything, ठीक है? उससे आपको contextual difference समझ आएगा. जैसे कि और words दे देती हूँ. जैसे कि एक word है hateful, ठीक है? एक word है heinous. अब आप heinous word को Google करो, ठीक है? Google करके उसका मतलब देखो. अब heinous के synonyms डालो, ठीक है? और synonyms देखो उसके क्या क्या हैं, और फिर हेटफुल का मतलब भी देखो. हेटफुल आपको पता ही होगा, ठीक है? तो ये एक बार देखना, ठीक है? Alright, now next words are concede. Okay, so उससे पहले I want to give you two words. जैसे कि हमने कितने सारे words पढ़े, precept, recipient, captivate, emancipate. So now there are two words. Keep writing these words, okay? Concept, ठीक है? I'm sure you know the meaning. And perception. Perception. ठीक है? Now you have to guess the meaning and write the sentence. ठीक है? Alright, now there's this word called concede, precedent, recession, unprecedented or unprecedented. Now they have the same root word. It is so obvious. Now C-E-D is the root word. C-E-E-D is one of the root word, and there's one more. There's one more. I think it's ses. Yes, it's ses. Double S. ठीक है? अब इसका इन सारे रूट वर्ड्स का मतलब होता है टू गो. टू गो, टू गो. लेट मी राइट इट डाउन. टू गो, to yield, like to go as in movement, right? And to yield as in to surrender, ठीक है? To surrender for, you know, to surrender or to process, to surrender for something or a process of something, ठीक है? सेंस समझना. टू गो में मूवमेंट आती है, यील्ड में सरेंडर आता है, ठीक है? नाउ लेट्स सी द वर्ड्स. नाउ कंसीड, टू एडमिट समथिंग is true or valid after first denying or resisting it, right? To surrender or you know yield. पहले आप उसको मानने से मना कर रहे थे in the first place and then you admit it, ठीक है? फिर आप surrender करते हो basically, फिर आप yield करते हो to that, ठीक है? Now con basically is with, if we break it down, and cede basically is yield, ठीक है? Yield or surrender, ठीक है? Now sentence says after a long debate he finally conceded that she was right. Noun, concession. Adjective, conceding. Synonyms can be admit, yield, surrender, acknowledge, right? If you, let's say you are avoiding something for a long time and then you finally acknowledge it, that's also to concede, ठीक है? जैसे कि बेसिकली एक हाँ, टू कंसीड डिफीट सुना होगा आप लोगों ने, हाँ, जिसका मतलब, जो देख के अगर कंसीड का मतलब पता है आपको, तो इसका मतलब है टू बेसिकली व्हेन यू एक्सेप्ट द लॉस, व्हेन यू एक्सेप्ट द you know that you've actually lost the game or anything. इसका मतलब बेसिकली होगा, अगर हम हिंदी में बोले तो, कि दुश्मन से हार मान लेना, या ओपोनेंट से हार मान देना, ठीक है? एडमिट करना, जबकि यू नो शुरुआत में आप उस चीज़ के अगेंस्ट थे, ठीक है? आप उसको नहीं मान रहे थे. that's when you concede, ठीक है? Now next word is precedent. Precedent is a noun. Pre आप लोगों को पता होना चाहिए क्या होता है. क्या होता है pre? What is pre? I know you guys are not there, but think what is pre, because हमने अभी कुछ देर पहले ही पढ़ा है कि what is pre. So if you don't remember, bad. If you do remember, good. But pre is before. Sedent is go, ठीक है? Before, go. So something that went before, right? Before time. So an earlier event or action that is regarded as an example or guide to be considered in subsequent similar circumstances. जैसे कि you tell your your parents that you want to do something, for example some business or something of that sort. Now your father might give you an example from his time related to that business, or some guide or something he might give. Why? Because it is relevant to the circumstances now. That is precedent. It's a noun. So sentence says the court's decision set a new legal precedent. Other forms can be adjective, which is precedential, and it is used very rarely. You might say that this person has a precedential thought giving. Basically he gives you examples and guides according to the circumstances and everything. So you can call a person precedential actually, because there are so many people. For example, my Tauji, he's 18 years elder than my father. So my father is the youngest brother of all. They were, I don't know, okay, whatever. So now my Tauji is 18 years elder than my father. It's like it's a long distance. Obviously my father was born in 1969, so बहुत पीछे की बात कर रहे हैं हम actually में. So now this man, my Tauji, was a school principal. He has 7 degrees and he's very intellectual, very intelligent man, the most educated man of our entire family. So this person has a story for everything. Now you sit with him, talk to him, and this adjective precedential actually reminds me of him. So you sit with him, you talk about something, and he is going to tell you an example or something related to that, you know, that situation or whatsoever you're talking about, and he will guide you in ways that will actually do magics for you. He is 18 years elder than my father, so he's around 75 above. He still rides a bicycle. He does that. Very fit. Okay, anyway, synonyms can be example, model, standard, guide. Antonyms can be novelty, new case, aberration. Okay, write them down. Alright, next is recession. So re पता होना चाहिए आपको. Re is back. ठीक है. So a period of temporary economic decline, the act of receding or withdrawing. So re is back. Cess is go. Cess is go. So basically the economy is going back. It's like that. Recession, if you think of recession, even if you do not want to talk about the perfect definition, you can just say that the economy is going back, right? So now related words can be recess, break, school mein hota hai jo, it's that only. So a sentence can be the country is slowly recovering from a 2-year-long recession. Ooh, okay. Verb can be recede, adjective can be recessive, synonyms downturn, depression. Okay, so there's a recession and depression. There's a difference between they are synonym words, okay. So there's a minor difference. Not minor, it's a good difference. There's a difference between recession and depression. Okay? Now it is your duty to go and Google what is the difference between recession and depression in a country. Okay? You must know it. You are a VARC student, you're preparing for an aptitude exam, you must know it. Decline. Antonyms can be boom, growth, expansion, upturn, rampant growth. Let's all of us wish rampant growth for our country. Alright? Okay. Chalo. Unprecedented means never done or known before. मतलब पहले कभी नहीं हुआ, आज पहली बार हुआ है. So let's say somebody did something unprecedented, for example. Now precedented is, you know, basically it's extraordinary. It's mind blowing. It's groundbreaking. It's like that. So, you know, unmatched, bilkuli, totally new. That's unprecedented. Unique. Unique can also be the word. So, what's happened? Okay. So, basically is what? Undone. Undone. Matlab not done. So, is not. Precedent is what? An earlier event, right? जो पहले हो चुका है उसका एग्जाम्पल मेरे ताऊ जी देते हैं. So, unprecedented is जो नहीं हुआ, ठीक है? So, the pandemic brought about unprecedented changes in the way we live and work. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. It has changed a lot. A lot. We do not realize after 5 years, we think everything is normal and we're back to normal, everything's on track, but it has changed a lot. People's mindset, people's way of thinking, hygiene has changed a lot. Thank God it has changed. Anyway, okay. So, synonyms can be extraordinary, unmatched, unique, noble, commonplace, usual, routine, ordinary. So now unprecedented can also be because it's novel I saw. So उससे मुझे noble याद आया. So it basically unprecedented achievement भी हो सकती है, right? किसी ने बहुत ही अलग तरीके की achievement, मतलब जो किसी ने सोचा ही नहीं वैसी achievement कोई हो गई, ठीक है? Commonplace, usual, routine, ordinary. Extraordinary is unprecedented and ordinary is precedented, basically. The antonyms. Not exact, but yeah, you can always remember through such words. Alright, okay, so I guess this was the last word. Oh, repeating the words. Why? Oh, okay. Wow. So, so sad, huh? I made these slides again, or I you know, control plus shift and then control plus C and then control plus V. This is what I did. Okay, anyway, that's so sad. Once what I did was I edited a presentation and then I was exiting it and I did not save it. I clicked on don't save. That's so sad. Alright, so all of these words, C words, were done today. Learn these words, write them down. Now there is one word called concession also. Recession, depression, so there's one word, concession. Okay, there's the one word, जैसे precede, precedented, unprecedented, वैसे एक word है recede. They have the same root words as precedent. ठीक है? This one, and this ses root word. ठीक है? So now you have to see these words as well. Write them down. I will give you homeworks. It is important. It will only take you 5 minutes, not more than that. Alright, let's get going. Have a good day. शुभ सोमवार. आज मंडे है. जय महादेव. Bye bye. Thank you.